Gulf's most dangerous swarm, where Iran's small boats are, and how they fight. What if hundreds of small, fast boats could trap a modern warship in one of the most strategic waterways on Earth? In the confined waters of the Persian Gulf, Iran has built a naval strategy that flips traditional power upside down. No aircraft carriers, no massive fleets, just speed, numbers, and chaos. And in a real conflict, everything could unfold in minutes. Strategic geography, where they are. To understand the threat, you have to understand the map. The Persian Gulf is narrow, shallow, and crowded. At its most critical choke point lies the Strait of Hormuz, where roughly a fifth of the world's oil passes every day. And this is where Iran holds its strongest advantage. Along Iran's southern coastline, from Bandar Abbas to Bushehr and out toward Keshem Island, small boat units are dispersed across a network of naval bases, hidden coves, and hardened facilities. But these boats don't just sit in ports. They operate from coastal launch points, concealed inlets, civilian harbors, even disguised among fishing traffic. This creates a distributed maritime presence, hard to track, harder to target. And crucially, they are positioned right next to the world's most important shipping lanes. Doctrine how they fight. Iran's small boat strategy is not random. It's built around a doctrine, and that doctrine is swarm warfare. Instead of relying on a few powerful ships, Iran, particularly the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps Navy, uses large numbers of small, fast attack craft to overwhelm an enemy. Here's how it works. Phase 1. Detection and shadowing. Enemy ships entering the Gulf are tracked early, often from shore-based radar, drones, or patrol units. Small boats begin shadowing from a distance. Phase 2. Saturation. Dozens, sometimes potentially over 100, boats converge from multiple directions, not in formation, not predictably. Chaos is the strategy. Some boats act as decoys, others probe defenses. The goal? Force the enemy to react and overload their decision-making. Attack vectors. These boats can be equipped with machine guns, rockets, anti-ship missiles on some platforms, explosives for suicide-style attacks. At high speed, closing distance rapidly. They reduce reaction time to seconds. Even a heavily armed warship can struggle when threats come from every angle at once. Phase 4. Psychological pressure. This isn't just physical warfare, it's cognitive. Commanders must distinguish civilian boats, decoys, real threats. In a crowded maritime environment, hesitation or overreaction can have massive consequences. Fleet size, how many are there? 730. So how big is this swarm? Estimates vary, but most credible military analyses suggest Iran operates hundreds of small fast attack craft. Breaking it down, the IRGC Navy alone is believed to field 300 to 700 plus small boats. These include fast inshore attack craft, AC, patrol boats, missile-capable speedboats. In addition, Iran's regular navy, the Islamic Republic of Iran Navy, operates its own patrol vessels, though it focuses more on traditional naval roles. But numbers alone don't tell the full story. Because these boats are relatively cheap, easy to replace, quick to deploy. Iran doesn't need superiority. It just needs enough boats in the right place at the right time. Scenario simulation, how an attack unfolds. Imagine this. A US destroyer transits the Strait of Hormuz. At first, nothing unusual. Then radar picks up small contacts. 5, 10, 20. Within minutes, dozens of fast-moving boats appear on multiple bearings. They're closing fast. Some break away, probing defenses. Others accelerate directly toward the ship. Warning shots? Maybe. But now the commander faces a dilemma. Are these hostile or just aggressive harassment? Then, suddenly, rockets fire from one direction. Another boat speeds in, dangerously close. Defensive systems engage. But the sheer number of targets creates saturation pressure. Every second counts. Because in swarm warfare, the goal isn't always to destroy outright, it's to overwhelm, confuse, and create a moment of vulnerability. And in that moment, one strike is enough. Strategic implications. This strategy has implications far beyond Iran. The Persian Gulf isn't just a regional waterway, it's a global economic artery. Any disruption in the Strait of Hormuz could spike global oil prices, disrupt supply chains, trigger international military escalation. And Iran's small boat fleet plays directly into that leverage. It's asymmetric warfare at sea, low cost, high impact, difficult to counter completely. Even the most advanced navies must adapt. Enhanced surveillance, layered defenses, rules of engagement in ambiguous environments, because the next conflict in the Gulf may not begin with missiles from afar, but with small boats appearing suddenly on the horizon. Iran's small boat fleet may look simple, but behind it lies a calculated strategy, built for one of the most contested waterways on Earth. And in modern naval warfare, it's not always the biggest fleet that wins. Sometimes it's the fastest, the most numerous, and the hardest to predict.